Teresa Giudice, a reality TV star, has recently become the target of speculations that revolve around her position on Next Gen NYC or her family's ties with Andy Cohen, a personality on Bravo. In the time that has passed since then, Cohen has lately commented on these rumors. The claims that have been made against Gia on social media have also been discussed by Gia herself. Before joining Next Gen New York City, Teresa Giudice was a member of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Gia was introduced to her audience for the first time on the Bravo show The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Since she is the eldest of Teresa Giudice's 4 daughters with her ex-husband Joe, she is the daughter of the television series star Teresa Giudice. A more recent appearance by Gia was on the show Next Gen NYC. A group of friends who also grew up in the spotlight are the subjects of this reality series, which follows them as they begin their adult lives in New York. A number of other celebrities, such as Ariana Bierman, Ava Dash, Emira Despain, and Charlie Zakor, are also featured on the show. Gia leads the pack. Gia, on the other hand, has recently become the target of rumors that said she was fired from the program because of charges of scandal that occurred while she was attending Rutgers University. As a result of this, reports began to circulate that Andy Cohen, a personality on Bravo, was engaged in a conflict with the Giudice family. Cohen himself recently broke his silence on reports that had been circulating about him during his radio show, Radio Andy, which airs on Sirius XM. According to Bravo TV, he stated, "This is the first time I am hearing of any discord surrounding Gia, and I certainly only have positive feelings for Gia and her mother, Teresa, who is the original of New Jersey. This is all news to me," he continued. Cohen, for his part, genuinely urged listeners to watch the new reality series that appeared on television. In addition, he remarked, "By the way, I adore Next Gen NYC. Do not let it go unnoticed. I'm definitely getting into it." Cohen wanted to explain his involvement with Next Gen NYC, despite the fact that he has worn numerous hats in the course of his work with Bravo since the beginning. "I am not an executive producer of Next Gen NYC," he asserted, explaining his position. The rumors were addressed by Gia herself on social media, as she did her part to respond to them. Even the allegations that she had been terminated from her position were not genuine, as she explained. She stated, "I have not been terminated from my position at Bravo. As for the scandal involving Rutgers, it is simply not true. That was never accomplished. As for me, I graduated 2 years ago as well." At the same time, Gia refuted allegations that she and Cohen were involved in a quarrel during an Instagram story. The following is an excerpt from her response on a repost. "This rumor is so ridiculous. Andy, I love you so much. Have you made an effort to keep up with Next Gen NYC? Have you listened to Andy Cohen perform on his radio show that airs on Sirius XM? Make it a habit to return to TV shows Ace for the most recent information regarding reality television and celebrity news." For days, Bravo fans have been buzzing, scrolling, refreshing, and arguing across social media as one name kept bouncing around the rumor mill: Teresa Giudice. The 23-year-old daughter of Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice had once again found herself in the spotlight. This time over whispers that the network had allegedly fired her from future appearances after a behind-the-scenes disagreement. Gia, who has grown up on Bravo screens since she was a little girl crying "Wake up in the morning," thinking about so many things, now faced adult-sized trauma. Rumors had spiraled so far out of control that even Page 6 headlines couldn't keep up. From TikTok speculation to fan theories built like detective cases, the chatter had reached a fever pitch, and that's when Andy Cohen finally decided to speak. The Bravo boss, who has become synonymous with champagne reunions, shady questions, and the network's most beloved controversies, stepped into the conversation with a deep breath and the signature calm only someone who has moderated hundreds of screaming housewives could possess. Let's clear this up, Andy said on his SiriusXM radio show. Radio Andy Cohen leaned toward the mic, his tone half amused, half exasperated. First of all, he began, I don't know where this rumor even started. It's like someone woke up, ate a bagel, and decided to create chaos. There was a pause, then a laugh. But no, Giudice is not fired. She's not even employed in the way people are imagining. She's Teresa's daughter. She appears on the show as part of Teresa's life. That's not something we just cancel. The comment sparked its own wave of reactions. Fans who had long considered the Giudice girls honorary cast members rushed online to dissect his words. Some swore they heard a hint that Gia could have been considered too outspoken during the season. Others believed Andy was subtly defending the family he's seen grow up over almost 2 decades. Either way, he wasn't done. The rumor that sparked it all, the backlash, had started after an anonymous Instagram account claimed Gia disrespected production during a tense day of filming with her mother. According to the post, which included no evidence, Gia allegedly demanded producers edit the scene favorable to Teresa. That was enough for fans to explode. Suddenly, threads speculated Gia had become too involved, that Bravo was done with the Giudices, and that Andy Cohen, who many believe holds magical decision-making powers, had personally banned her from filming. Andy addressed that too. Gia is a grown woman now, he said. She has opinions, she speaks up. And honestly, who wouldn't in that family? They're all passionate. But nothing she's done has ever crossed a line where we'd consider removing her. It's just not true. The firm denial seemed to settle some of the dust. But as any Bravo fan knows, nothing stays calm for long. Teresa Giudice reacts. Teresa, ever the loyal mom, jumped into the conversation with her own dramatic flair. During a recent taping of Namaste Be Dollarches, she addressed the rumor with fire in her voice. My daughter? Fired? Pleased, Teresa scoffed. Gia is nobody's employee. She's my family. And if anybody thinks they can tell my daughter she's not welcome, well, good luck with that. She clapped her hands for emphasis, leaving co-host Melissa Feaster silently wide-eyed. She's strong, Teresa continued, and she's been through enough. She's allowed to stand up for herself. Fans immediately turned Teresa's comments into reaction memes, some captioning clips with, Don't mess with a Giudice. Gia breaks her silence, usually composed and careful with her public image. Gia finally stepped in with an Instagram story. I'm not fired from anything, she wrote. People need to stop believing random accounts that make drama for attention. I love the Bravo family. Everything is fine. A simple message, but effective. Still, behind the scenes, producers were reportedly annoyed, not with Gia, but with the chaos the rumor created. It's no secret Bravo's Jersey franchise has been teetering on tension lately. Divides within the cast, fan wars, and a reunion that almost didn't happen have made the season feel more explosive than usual. So perhaps it wasn't surprising that Andy Cohen decided to shut the story down completely. Andy's surprising praise for Gia. During the same radio segment, Andy actually went out of his way to praise Gia, something he rarely does for extended family members of Housewives. She's smart, he said, sounding genuinely reflective. She's articulate, and she's protective of her mother, which makes sense after everything they've been through. He paused, then added, You have to remember, the Giudice girls lived through one of the most dramatic Housewives storylines of all time. Prison, deportation, divorce. The public watched all of it. I think Gia has handled it better than a lot of adults would. It was a rare moment of emotional transparency from Cohen, who typically stays diplomatic. Fans instantly clipped the quote and shared it widely, calling it the most heartfelt thing Andy has said in 2025. Where the rumor may have come from, some insiders believe the fiery rumor was rooted in a real conversation, just highly exaggerated. Sources claimed that Gia had expressed frustration about certain storylines involving her mother, and felt she was being dragged into the drama unfairly. She didn't want to be portrayed like she was inserting herself into caste issues, the insider said. She's protective, but she doesn't want to be shown as a troublemaker. Any young adult in her situation would feel the same. And to Andy Cohen's credit, he acknowledged that too. It's normal for her to speak up when she feels something's off, he said. It doesn't mean she's fighting with production. It just means she cares about how her family is shown. What this means for the show's future, with season tensions still simmering and the cast undergoing major shifts, fans have wondered whether Gia might eventually join RHONJ as a full-time or friend of cast member. Andy addressed that cautiously. Right now, she's part of Teresa's story, he said. Could she one day have her own role? Maybe. She certainly has the personality for it. That single maybe sent fans into a frenzy, sparking new speculation that Bravo might be grooming Gia for a larger role. But for now, the takeaway was clear. Teresa Giudice is not fired. She was never close to being fired, and Andy Cohen wants everyone to relax. The final word as Andy wrapped up the segment, he added one last thought, both humorous and pointed. If we fired every Jersey person who yelled at a producer, he joked, we have no show left. With that, the rumor was officially dead. But this is Bravo, where drama never truly dies. It simply waits for the next headline. And if there's one thing fans can expect, it's that Teresa Giudice, like her mother, will continue to be part of the story, whether the rumor mill likes it or not.